Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Attack on Factorio, where last time we actually made a significant amount of progress on reinforcing our defences with the first section of wall. I know it's only in pixel format here, but look at it, it's glorious. It stretches over a good quarter of our citadel. I believe that's what I'm going with. I still really am unsure at the moment. But today's plan is mostly going to be working on more wall-based stuff. So I'm going to go and see if I've got any turrets that have been crafted. I do. I have 42. I've now got 83. Jesus. Okay, I think I've got enough walls. And I need a significant number of walls as well. So, today is going to be spent working on the wall for the most part. I will be trying to bring it, I'm going to start in Fracture and bring it down past Hollow Point and around the south to meet up with Beltway. And then we're going to probably redesign some of the rail stuff because it's looking a little bit messy and I need to tidy some stuff up. Which, now that we're actually getting the wall in place, means that we're going to have free reign to do as we please. So let's get up to Fracture and start bringing the wall down. And I'm probably going to do it in slightly more controlled sections than I did last time, because I went a little bit overboard with just plonking the wall down. And I need to be a little more cautious about things, so I'm going to kind of join it in about here and bring you down this way, and then we'll start putting turrets along it. Again, not entirely sure with the spacing, but this is just going to be kind of roughing out the area that I want covered. As long as there's an overlap on the turret stuff, on the turret radiuses, I'm not too bothered about making much of a mess. And it looks like the pollution's starting to die down. I don't think too much of the factory is actually doing anything at the moment. So things should be okay for a little while. I'm hoping that's going to be the case anyway. I think I already need to move some of these turrets. I don't know what a turret is. Thing is, once this wall's in, we can start fiddling around with some of the stuff that we've got in internal areas. So we can start tidying up the actual layout of the wall, because I don't want it looking like this for the duration of the game. I want to tidy it up, and, you know, as I've said before, this game's about the aesthetic of things. Ooh, where's that going on? What's going on up there? The turrets on the wall are doing fine. I'm really pleased with this. This is a phenomenally good feeling. It'd be nice to get ourselves completely sealed in. And once this wall's in place, the only district that's going to be outside of this defensive line is going to be the sands. So that will be that will eventually get encased in another defensive wall as well. But at the moment, it's just going to be like the vast majority of the districts that we already have in place. Steel production is still something that is proving to be a bit of a bother. Have you actually got some stock in you? You look like you have, which is good. And it's nice to see the trains all running around and intersecting each other, and oh, yes, I'm liking this. I still need to finish up some of your supply. We need to get the batteries being produced up in Fracture before you're gonna fully occupy the role I have given you. But another thing that's going to be happening after this as well is I'm going to set up a refueling station. There are probably going to be several. They're going to be on various different bits of the rail system, just so that trains don't have to make really long circuitous routes just to refuel. So we'll set up like they're only going to be like small little depots that are going to be designed for a coal train to come in, offload some fuel, and then it will go on its way, and the fuel will be stored. You know, the coal will be stored for. No, I don't want that. The coal will be stored at these little depots, so the trains that are making their way through that specific journey will make a stop off at some point in their schedule and get refueled, so that they don't run out. Because I've had quite a few problems with trains that have been running out of fuel, and it's not good. And I do realise that I've just plonked that wall directly through a copper vein, but we'll tidy things up. Time to put more turrets in. I don't think I've got enough ammo to stock these up, really, but it'll be okay. I do have more internal guns that I can be repurposing. I just want to get the basic groundwork in place so that we can actually get on with other things. Because the point of this is it is inspired by Attack on Titan, so it does need a nice big tiered wall system. That's been the main goal from the start of the game for me. And it is taking a while. Oh, that looks like a lot of bugs. I think the turrets are being engaged and something has been damaged. So maybe once I've loaded these up with what ammunition I have, I will go and check on what's up there. I've put 25 ammunition into all of the guns that are currently lining the walls. So that's some good progress. Should probably go and check up on the stonework stuff. Oh god, phone, be careful. Let's get around to Beltway just to see how the stone mining is doing. Stone mining looks like it's doing a fantastic job right now. And all the iron miners look fine. There's nothing that really needs to be altered in this area. Still loads of coal. But sooner or later, we will be upgrading to like electric furnaces and everything. The only thing that's really going to need coal is going to be fracture for the plastic manufacturing. One of the weapons districts that's going to be building... what's it going to be building? It's going to be building some a couple of weapons districts, I think. Going to be building things like grenades, and I think they're poison capsules. Use various things like coal and stuff. So, pop up here. Repair up the car, because I keep crashing into things. Which doesn't bloody surprise me. I'm an absolutely awful driver. Oh, we got an iron miner out here as well. Lovely, thank you very much. I like that. And the iron miners all along here are starting to do a rather good job of clearing out all this stuff. I like this. I like this a lot. So let's check up on these guns, see how they're doing. I don't think anything's been destroyed. That's a lot of bugs though. And ammo-wise, things could be doing a bit better. So just top you up a little bit. There we go. Ooh, hello spitters. It literally is just spitters. Wow, okay. Ooh, that's a lot of them over that way. If I had some ammunition on me, I would go and deal with them. But that's another reason to start getting production of batteries sorted out, would be so that I can get laser turrets in place. Because those are going to be quite necessary for dealing with the larger, more evolved spitters later in the game. Which I think I have touched on before. I think I mentioned that in the last episode. Have a quick check over of all the mining stuff. Things still look like they're going fine over here. Yeah, everything's looking good. I'll go and check up on the coal, and then we'll get back down to Hollow Point and check up on all the other things that we need to be doing. Ooh, miners are running out. I like this. I like it when this stuff happens. I mean, obviously it does mean that our resources are starting to dwindle, and we'll be needing to make more efforts to... Actually, let's put a splitter in here just to tidy this belt up a little bit, because it's all a little bit one-sided, and that's not very good. I'll do the same here as well. There we go. That looks much better. Oil supplies are still absolutely fine because nothing's being used. Good God, we built up as much petroleum gas as we can. Okay, so the oil system's not actually doing anything at the moment. I'm going to need to sort this out at some point, because we're completely full on petroleum gas, and we're not quite full up on all the other stocks of the oil fractions. Okay, let's get back down to Hollow Point. I left the car up by Vickersville. Why am I doing everything on foot? Oh, in from the Steel District, which I do actually have a name for, so I should probably... Let's get you to stop and go into manual for a second, because I want to take a ride up to the Steel District. So I have a name for it. And it is inspired by a local location. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Steel District of Trostra. Now, to those of you who don't know, there's an area out in South Wales that is called Trostra, and it has a steelworks there. Wales has quite an extensive history of things like mining and industrial production and various things along those lines. And I don't know, I didn't really kind of go in with the mindset of paying homage to the Trostra area in a video game, but it kind of felt like it fit, so I thought, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to call the place Trostra. It may seem fairly daft and all that, but I don't know, I quite like it. I thought it was quite a neat little idea for a name. And my steel production is really not what I want it to be at the moment. It's taking quite a while to get any ammunition produced. I'm not liking it too much. I can finish extending the wall out round to Beltway. I think I've got the supplies for that, so I will carry on with this. Try and get the wall extending around that way, because the south isn't being attacked all that much. I'm not going to have to worry about the bugs coming up here to attack my defences all that much anytime soon. So I think getting the wall in place is just kind of like a precautionary tactic, and it's good to get it in place so that once the supplies are there for the ammunition, then it won't be too difficult to actually get things all set up. And I've not got a steel pickaxe anymore. Okay, we'll build 5. I'll wield them all at once! I wasn't really expecting with the naming of Trostra, I wasn't expecting to end up using like real place names. It wasn't something that ever really crossed my mind, but again, it just kind of felt like it fit, because it is a place that does, you know, contextually fit in with what that district is doing. So I don't know, I thought I'd just kind of go with that name because I was too lazy to think of something interesting and unique. So I'll go with that. There's a little bit of South Wales in my attack on Factorio now. There we go. I've got all the turrets in place along this southern wall. The south, well, pretty much everything except the west and northwest has been completely sealed off. All I need to do is fit some more ammunition into it. I also increased the amount of time that the iron train is spending in Trostra, so hopefully it's going to be offloading a little bit more in the way of materials for steel production. So hopefully we might actually get some more ammunition sometime soon. At the moment, it doesn't look like it's going very well, so I'm going to repurpose these turrets, because now that a wall is in place protecting Hollow Point, I don't necessarily need these in place. Stone District can probably have these torn down as well, and I can repurpose the walls as well. Look at me, I'm recycling. Not really, but you know, the reason I've left such a large gap between some of the districts and the wall itself is that I want to make sure that I've got room for things like roboports and stuff in the future. I want to make sure that I can fit the logistics and construction bot system in behind all of the turrets and the walls and everything, so that there's room for the repair systems, essentially. Because the roboports are fairly large buildings, and the network is going to stretch around the entire wall system. I need to make sure that things are going to have room to breathe, and I'm likely to end up driving around, and I don't want to crash into things as much. It's not going to happen. I'm going to be crashing into things left, right and centre, I know that. Let's repurpose some of these guns as well, because you are occupying a space that doesn't need defending much. I think there's some up at Fracture that I can go and repurpose as well. And then I might look at finishing the wall extension around the northwest. But I also think that I want to... what do I want to do? I want to do something. I can't remember what it is. I need to sort out battery production. That is one thing. Get out of the way. Where are you going? I hope you're going off to the steel district, because I need more steel, man. Really need more steel. Okay, let's try and sort out batteries. I think I need a storage tank. I think, anyway. I need to go and check my plans. What do you need? You need water. I hadn't thought of that. And you need water as well. Okay. So I'm going to need lots of pipes. I think one thing I'm going to do is, once the logistics system is in place, a lot of all this belt stuff... Again, I think this is something I mentioned in the last episode, but a lot of the belt stuff that's all kind of weaving and winding all over the place will be replaced by a logistics system eventually. Okay. I think we're close to getting all the water installed. Let's queued everything up for the cracking plants. And there we go, we've got sulfur production. Fantastic! We'll put you in there as well. So I may want to expand the sulfuric acid production. Although I hadn't thought about expanding the actual sulfur production, which was a bit of a silly move. Do you need something else? Oh, you need iron plates, don't you? Yes, you do. So you can grab them from there, and then we connect you up to the power. And... boom, we've got batteries! Oh, lovely days. Happy days, I should say. So that will come down here and load into the train, and then eventually, once we've got a decent supply and the train is running back and forth, we'll be able to build laser turrets and various other things. We will need to expand on everything that we built in Fracture, but for now that's looking good. We've got the plastic productions all set up as well, so everything should be going okay for now. I think things are looking alright. We can probably pick up some more ammunition from down here and maybe continue all the work on the walls. Iron Train has run out of fucking coal again, and you're busy being loaded up with stone. So you'll be back with some stone bricks in a bit. Alright, let's go and sort out this bloody Iron Train again. It has got a ridiculously long route, so I'm not surprised that it runs out of coal every 3 trips, but hopefully we'll sort out this refueling station by the end of this episode. We'll probably put it... I'm thinking of putting it kind of north of Beltway, because a lot of trains are going through that area at the moment. There you go, mate. Your loading is going okay. I really do want to get stack inserters as soon as possible, because that would really just make my life a whole lot easier. I mean, I could put some more iron loading on the other side of this station. I might do that, actually. Let's sort that out. Let's make that a thing. There we go. And that's just going to boost the iron production in general. Now all these boxes have got to fill up. We can try and get some more of the stuff cleared away from the tracks. Well, there's a lot left in these miners. Oh, we're going to be using this bloody outcrop for months. How do I want to restructure the rails? Is that a thing that I really want to do right now? I don't know. I've got an idea for what I might do to try and help just boost the steel production for now. I'm going to steal everything that I can carry, which probably isn't going to be a whole lot, from the chests up in Vickersville. Then I'm going to go down to Trostra and just dump it all in the chests. Hopefully that will keep things going for a little while longer. Ooh, that's actually a fair bit of iron. And then while I'm up here I can grab the car. That's a good idea. Right, around we go. Let's go for a drive. Yeah! Don't actually have to go all that far, really. Oh, never mind. There we go. That's helping to boost things a little bit. Again, it's not much, because it's only half a belt going to only a few steel furnaces. Steel... Bleh, bleh, bleh. Got there in the end. But here comes the Iron Train to load up with as much as it can, which, wow, you've not got a lot on you. In fact, you're going to be completely empty in that wagon. I'll try and get the steel production going as best we can here, really. Because I can't remember how much it is for... It's only 1 steel plate per magazine. So Hollow Point's relying more on the copper than it is for the steel at the moment. But we'll make our way round over to the north of Beltway. Ugh. There we go. And we'll continue building the wall, actually, after I have restocked on various supplies, because I am running a little low. Walls away! I'm just going to bring this up so it follows the tracks at the moment. Although there is that little bit jutting out that goes back up to the sands, which I can't really put a gate on at the moment. So, might bring the walls over this way, and I can put gates on those little bits of the rails. We'll go and see where. I mean, I haven't really got the ammo to be lining the walls with this many guns that are going to extend across this entire thing. I said at the start of this episode I was going to be doing this in bits. I've completely gone against that, haven't I? Yes, I have. Silly Captain Meat Shield is silly, and he was walking down the tracks like a twat. Don't do that, you're gonna get run over! This is an awful lot of guns to be putting down. I just want to make sure that I can actually load them all with ammunition. Because there's lots of them. And these four just up here are taking an entire stack of ammunition between them. It does mean that they're going to be, like, this area is going to be well defended. And this spot along the walls isn't taking a whole lot of damage, really. So I probably could have got away with spacing the turrets out a little further. I don't want to take any chances. Again, turrets are being attacked along the northern wall. So, I think I don't quite have enough ammunition. Oh, I got close, but there are guns here in Beltway that I can salvage. Ah, and that train that's come down from Factorio has got batteries in it. Nice. Ah, that's a good sign. That's a good thing to see. I think I'm going to take a drive out to the north. If I can avoid these trees, which I can. Driving like a champ. Although night has fallen, I'm not really going to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to drive back down to Hollow Point. We're going to see how the production's going down there. Because we're getting close to having this one. God damn it! I'm going to put a light there so I can see you. God. As I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by a power pole. We're getting close to having the wall finished. I think the basic layout for it may be in place by the end of this episode. Oh, I feel good about this. How are the batteries doing? You've gone 90 already. That's not bad. I think a full stack of batteries is something like 100, maybe 2. I think it's 200, actually. You've only got 30 in you, but that's 120 batteries produced already. That's not to be sniffed at. No, sir. What do I need to actually get this being made? Pretty much just steel and batteries. I think I might put a limit on this as well. I don't need this many gates. Oh, jeez, why did I not put a limit on this bloody chest? That's where all my steel's been going. Oh, silly man. Silly man. That's going to be enough gates to supply me for the rest of the game now. Oh, I feel stupid. There we go. Remember to put limits on chests. Remember to put limits on chests. God, you stupid man. Can't believe I forgot that. I mean, the limits on the walls chest, I could probably bring that down as well so that I can save on my stone brick supply. I feel like a right dunce for this now. No wonder I've been struggling with my supply. Hopefully that means we're going to have some more ammunition production now, which I'm going to steal immediately. And I've got a nice healthy supply of turrets. I think we might need to go and pay the bugs a bit of a visit. Don't you? There's been lots of assaults up on my northern wall, and I don't like it. I'm going to go and see what I can do to sort out this situation. Iron production is now through the roof now that I've put in the additional loading, and that things are busy out on the out in the various other districts. So let's have a look at this little base here. It's only one spawner. That's fine. Come on, we can deal with you. And blah. Artifacts for me. Thank you. I can't get over how ridiculously massive this iron vein is. I'm never going to mine this. I'm just going to leave it here as an area of outstanding gloriousness. It's not even natural beauty, it's just sheer unbridled gloriousness. But there are more bug bases up here to the north that I feel need to be dealt with. Only single spawners again, so quite easily dealt with, I like to think. Oh, I fucking hate spitters. And obviously that's all this is pumping out, because it's just a spitter spawner. Right, there's another little nest over by the sands that I want to deal with. Hello! Hi, bugs! Hi, bugs! Oh god. Is that a medium biter? Oh no, they're evolving! Oh god, okay. Shit. Got some large or medium worms as well. No. I need to sit here and lick my wounds. Hope the turrets here in the sands are going to be able to deal with things. Please deal with things in a nice, timely fashion. Thank you. Ooh. That was a little too dicey for my liking. How's the, I haven't actually checked up on things over here, actually. Things look like they're going okay. The sands doesn't look like it's struggling with any of its supply at the moment. But again, that's because a lot of the more heavy-duty districts that will be relying on the sands for their various bits of production haven't even been constructed yet, so there's not really any cause for concern there. But let's drag this wall over. I think I'm going to run out of supply. Okay, let's get back down to Hollow Point. We'll grab another couple of stacks of walls, and then I think we're going to have this wall closed off. We're going to be complete with this for the time being. Other than tidying up the aesthetic of it, which will happen as the kind of the rails and everything start to work around the walls that we built. And we'll tidy things up and make things look much neater. Which may be a thing I'll do off camera in my spare time, just to save on like unnecessary faff, because I don't like faffing. Or I do like faffing about, but I don't want to feel like I'm wasting time by faffing about. And a lot of things like pissing about with the aesthetic of, like, you know, putting down flooring and like tidying up the walls and the rails and everything. I don't know if I feel like that's too much of a waste of time, because what I really want to be doing with this is showing off like how I want to get this game, how I want to get this Let's Play to work, and how our fight against the bugs is going to develop, and all that sort of stuff. But I do believe this first wall is complete in like a demo mode version. Once these last few defenses have been put in place, loaded with ammunition, I'm going to consider this first wall done. Again, within certain reasonable preset parameters. Oh no, I'm out of ammunition. Again, look at it, people. The wall is in place. I'm immensely happy with this. I can't believe we got it done. In some ways, I'm annoyed that it took this long. In others, I can't believe we got it done this quickly. I feel really accomplished with getting this in place. We are now completely sealed off from the bugs, although they're certainly having a good go at trying to get in. I've got to keep an eye on this north wall. I might just completely load this northern wall with guns once we've got the laser turret production up and running properly. Then we'll be able to actually improve the defenses and make sure that the spitters aren't going to be so much of a threat, because right now they're the ones that are doing the damage. Those little bastards, they do not like to just kind of spit on all of your crap, on all of your stuff, and ruin your good time. Here we go. There we are. It's an absolute mess. It goes out in all sorts of weird wiggly ways, but the first wall is done. All that remains is to tidy up everything that's inside it. Oh, good feelings. Good feelings. This has been a good week full of accomplishment. I feel good. And I don't think that the refueling depot is going to be happening with this episode. It's probably something that I might go about sorting out in my downtime, like off camera, along with doing some of the aesthetic stuff and all that jazz and shit. God, I've got even more walls in the car. Fucking Christ. I'm going to grab as much concrete as I can. And I'm going to grab what stone bricks I can from over here. In preparation for doing a little bit of decorative work. Well, I am very, very happy with the progress that has been made with this episode. I didn't think I was going to get the wall completed within, like, 2 episodes, like, from initial construction, which, in all fairness, it's actually been about 1.5 episodes, because we only started production on the wall, or construction of the wall, about halfway through the last episode. But it certainly seems to be doing the trick. The bugs are having a whale of a time throwing themselves at the wall. I dread to think what the mess is like on the other side, but I'm really, really quite happy with things at the moment. We do need to sort out the offloading of batteries over here. Yeah, stack size is 200 on those. So maybe I don't need quite so much, but never know, batteries have their uses. So I think I might finish off this episode by just flooring out this station at Hollow Point. That lasted long. Oh, there we go. Basics of this station are now in place. It's looking a bit messy, but I think I am going to tidy things up off camera. I'll probably go about doing, like, flooring all of the various different stations and probably make some revisions on the walls, because a lot of it does look very messy, and I want to try and... I think I might try and bring the walls on the eastern front out a little more to meet up with Fracture's easternmost defensive line anyway. And Beltway's looking fine. It's got a nice big base big nest over there that doesn't look particularly friendly. And again, just looking around at the oil splodges or the oil deposits, and it's going to be looking a little bit bleak for any oil-based production that we've got. In time, we will find more. We do have, like, a few extra areas around our little citadel, all encased within the wall now, which is nice. So we can probably we could easily set up some basic production that would sort all that stuff out. But today has seen some excellent progress, and I'm immensely pleased with how things are going. So I will just leave this episode off here and say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Let's Plays or metal covers from me, you can check out the playlists that are on the channel, and you can follow the links in the description below to follow me on social medias. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. Yeah, I can see that. Oh god. I don't know how to fight these guys. Oh god, hello. Excuse me, don't mind me coming through.